Damn. Oh, check me out. Welcome to episode 2 of the Truth Lounge. Hey, joining me today, got J. Crowe coming back, got Matt Barnes pulling up. We got some real Truth Serum for y'all this time. We're gonna talk about these #1 picks over the last 10 years. In my case, on why Victor Wembanyama is better than all of them. But check it out, follow me. We're gonna go in there, spit my truth, and let y'all know what's up. Welcome to the Truth Lounge. Your boy P. Pierce, J. Crowe back with me. And man, we're gonna start this thing off with the Lakers, and it kills me to start off with the Lakers. And y'all know how much I don't like the Lakers. But goddamn, this motherfucking LeBron, bro, he in year 19 doing the shit that he doing. That's crazy. They down 19 versus the Clips, and he go nuclear in the fourth quarter.
So now, what is your take on what he showed you? He showed you that he can elevate himself in a moment.
Yeah. So now, I always said that. And I said, the older you get, I said, LeBron is about the moment right now. He might not have it every night, but he always understand the moment. And he understood that moment.
Yeah, he's very dangerous. This is my thing. I just think anybody but Denver, you know, you coming in playing the Lakers, you're not confident. Your coaching staff, it's fake energy.
You're not confident versus the Lakers?
No, you're not
in
coming
the playoffs, not a young team.
Your staff is not confident. It starts with there. So it's fake energy. You know what I mean?
Like OKC coach.
Yeah.
He gonna be in the
fake energy. It's only Denver. Denver's the only team walking in there. We got Joker. You know, we got this guy. Man, so they're the only team walking into the they're the only team. And you got home court advantage. So
no.
LeBron coming in the playoffs first round. Come on, man.
They gotta make the playoffs still.
Somebody's getting fired.
They lucky they gotta win because no Paul George. Who else is missing? No Zubac. They getting slapped by the Lakers. If Paul George there, they probably get beat by 30.
No, you know why I don't really go subscribe to that? Because of the fact that, they both play the same position. Like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Only one ball. Kawhi played well. So what you saying, if Paul George was there, he was going to be stopping LeBron?
It would have been better to put more defenders on them.
Just to get this in the picture for the video.
A lot of them, I saw P.J. Tucker guard them, bro. P.J. Tucker ain't played in like 2 months. And they throw him out there. Come on, dog. Like,
you want to complain? Get out here.
They threw P.J. Tucker out there like, man, what you expect from him, man?
That was the fourth quarter, though. In the fourth quarter.
Man, hamstrings are still tight, man. How you going to throw him on LeBron? Think about this. You don't play for 2 months, but then you got to go out here first.
Did he get physical with him? You know, it's interesting to P.J. Tucker, but LeBron right now, no Paul George and Zubac means something. So you saying hallway series, we get that. The Clippers is coming in there, they taking out. They don't feel confident. They can beat the Lakers right now.
Yes, they do. Clippers do. This the only year they ain't beat the Lakers. This the only year. They've been on the Lakers.
Bad time for that, ain't it? It's a bad time for that.
They better.
I believe that, but I got to see it in the playoffs because you only got one ball.
You believe in this Laker team? You think they can get out? You think they can, first off, make the playoffs? Second of all, win a series?
It's not that I believe in them. I'm just not betting against them.
I'm betting against them.
Okay.
I don't know. They so up and down.
Exactly. You don't know. Scared money. That's my point. Scared money right there.
The Lakes.
First you say, I'll bet, to try to put the money on the table. That's what I'm saying.
Money versus the Lakes.
So that's my point.
For sure.
That's my point. They can lose in the first round. They can get knocked out to play in. Or they can go to the conference finals. They have that type of, nobody has that type of window that they have to say you can get knocked out. Lakers get knocked out, not even make the play-in because you still got Sacramento.
Yeah.
They might have to go to Sacramento opening round. Then they have to go to Golden State. You never know how it's going to play out. But they can find themselves in the conference finals. LeBron, the LeBron effect.
Yeah.
Just got to it's the LeBron effect.
You just got to respect the fact that he's still doing it at this age and still one of the best. I mean, this is crazy. We ain't never going to see nothing like this, though. He about to clip 40,000. That's cool. I'm tired of the Lakers, though. Let's talk some Celtics, bro. What you thinking now? We mopping everybody.
No, you know what? This thing I never asked you, and I wanted to ask you this. I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. Okay, you working out with Tatum, right? In the offseason, he's preparing. Now we see we see how he's playing this year. Did you feel that anger, that desperation, that frustration coming across in them workouts? You know how when you lose, right? When
summer, what the workouts look like?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been there. They've been right there so close. Steph broke their heart. They've been right there. So now the workouts, because you see him right now, every year he gets more confident. He's in the MVP talks this year. You know,
I seen somebody, and I watched him. And I watched Brown too. But see, I don't know what to compare it to because I ain't seen it before. Like last summer, how he was, or the summer before that. But I seen somebody that was motivated, super motivated. Now, you know, Jay don't come off of no hoo-hoo, rah-rah type of like, oh, that rah, you know, he ain't on that. But I seen in his workouts what he was lifting and his consistency in his work, that he know he left something on the table last year.
Right.
No, I seen that.
He had the desperation.
No, and you can see it this year. He playing with a lot of more.
No, they're dominant.
Going into your body, and ones getting to the rim. Remember, we talked about that. He playing with a little more aggression right now, and that's why I didn't see last year. I saw it, but it looked like this year he really putting his shoulder into your chest.
So that was the biggest thing for him. Fourth quarter, let's get to the free throw line.
But this year it ain't all about him. I think he got a great understanding that.
No, in the playoffs it will be though.
No. But I think I'm looking at it because that regular season carry over to that playoffs league, like how his mind working. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about his game right now.
So how much credit do we give to Brad Stevens with the pickup of Porzingis?
I thought that was a great pickup.
That's like a cheat code because you already have a team of this caliber. No, but you have a team of this caliber.
But you didn't know.
And you get a guy that he fits seeming like seamlessly.
You didn't know he was going to fit like that. He didn't fit with Luka. They didn't like him in New York. I saw it with this team, but like let me
slid down a notch.
Let me get back to Tatum, but by adding Porzingis, like this is what I see. It ain't nothing but about his game. His game gonna be his game. It's your mental, and once I changed my mental, I took this next step in my game, cause now I'm seeing him like, man, he over here like he might have like 18 points, cause it's Porzingis night, cause it's Jay Brown night. You know
he
what I'm
got to
saying?
concern himself with the.
He ain't worried about it. It looked like last year, you know, he was going to get 30 no matter what. It looked like now it's like, all right, it's day night.
You understand that.
So I'm going to sacrifice a little more. That's what it's looking like. And for you to win a championship, that's what you got to do. I went from taking 19 shots, bro. I went from taking 18, 19 shots to like 10, 11 shots.
Yeah, that's a sacrifice.
No, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, but
I don't think nobody ever done no dramatic shift in they scoring where you scoring 25, 26 a game, taking 18, 19 shots and saying, all right, I'm going to take 10, 11 shots just because I know if I do that, we're going to be way better as a team. And I'm not saying he got to do that, but it just, mentality-wise, it's a sacrifice you got to take to win it. And I'm seeing it in him, not only him, in all of them.
Porzingis, the thing I like about him this year that I haven't seen before, maybe it's playing with this team, is that he's showing much more defensive potential.
He always been top 5 in blocks.
Right. See, I haven't been following him. That's what I'm saying. Maybe
on a winning team.
Exactly.
And
so
everything
now
get magnified when you're on a winning team.
He's defensively. We know the offense.
People say I didn't start playing defense till I got on a winning team, but I felt like I've been playing defense. Right. But it ain't magnified until you start winning. You're on national television games. You're on the highlights. You're on the top defensive team in the league now.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like Porzingis.
And so, I mean, and then his post up, his shooting, he fit perfect because look, he taking advantage of all mismatches. You can't switch on him.
No, he's the cheat. That's what I'm saying. The one thing now you add Porzingis to this team. You add Porzingis, right? You add Drew Holiday. You add Drew Holiday and Porzingis to the team.
They added the best post up player in the league.
Who is that?
Porzingis is the best post up player in the league.
Jesus Christ.
You don't think so?
No, I mean.
If you shooting 67% on post up, what is you?
Well, then we need.
I know we got Joel Embiid.
Well, you know why? You got to guard him
Joker.
one-on-one. Huh? See, he does that. This is my point I was trying to make. he gets, see, the teams you said he wasn't this earlier we was talking about, now he slotted down. He gets your third, fourth defender.
No, he getting a starting center.
Yeah, but he gets your third, fourth defender too. Like, no, you guard Porzingis with wings because you got to switch. You guard him with a PJ Tucker. You guard him with those guys.
You getting your best defender at that position or your best player. He's a starter. He's not.
No, but I'm saying, but what was happening before is that the teams he played for, you got cross matches. They would put a young U on him because the way he moved, right? And then you would double out, right? If he's going to post up. No, he wasn't going against, like now you can't do that. You can't put Kawhi on him to slow him down. He has to guard Tatum. Like the best way to guard Porzingis was with somebody smaller, like with Dirk Nowitzki.
Not right now.
No, because you got to play man on man. You can't leave nobody, right? You can't leave Jason Tatum, and you can't leave White, and you can't leave, if you leave Holiday, he cuts, and he's too small to double with off Holiday's man anyway.
67% on post-ups. And he shoot from his average 3-point shot. He's shooting from 27 feet away.
Okay, well we got to see. How you
guard that?
We got to see what happens.
How you guard that? You got the Celtics in the finals.
I got them in the finals. That's why I said the Celtics. I'm gonna wake up in June and then I'm gonna watch the Celtics because they've been impressive. We get that, but we want to see if they can close, if they can turn the corner.
Who they gonna see?
In the East or
in the Eastern Finals and then in the chip.
Milwaukee is coming.
You got Milwaukee Celtics.
Milwaukee is going to be a problem.
They on the roll right now since All-Star.
Who is the matchup for?
That's a bad matchup for Milwaukee, though.
But who's guarding?
The best matchup, the only team that match up with the Celtics. The only team I believe that match up with the Celtics that Mike can take into 7 games, and you're going to be shocked at this one.
Okay.
Indiana.
No.
They got speed, athleticism.
No.
They got size. They got athleticism
at the
wings.
They might get a game. That when you get to the playoffs, we're gonna slow all that down.
No, I'm just saying matchup wise. Just look at the matchups.
They can't score like that in the half court. They can't score.
Know, but they gonna run. They gonna run.
So we're gonna get back in transition for these series. They gonna run. They're gonna win a game. They're not going 7.
I get it. I'm just saying that's the only team. Like Milwaukee is a bad matchup for Milwaukee to play the Celtics. That's a bad matchup for them. They don't got no athleticism on the wings. They little. We got guards that can guard Dame. We got multiple players we can throw at Giannis. They don't. I'm not.
So who are you throwing Giannis?
I'm not afraid of Milwaukee no more. I just think Indiana's the only problem.
Well, if Indiana's the problem,
I mean, it's just like us. It looked like how we cakewalked through the season and it went 7 games with Atlanta.
Atlanta was different. They had guys that can score, and you go to in the half court. They had Joe Johnson. They had a guy that in the playoffs. He ups his game.
Siakam can play. He can score.
Siakam?
He can score. Remember, they added him. Mathurin.
Yeah,
what's the big kid, the center? He's shooting threes.
Miles Simons. Listen, I like the Pacers, what they're doing. I just feel like they're an up-tempo. I want to see what they can do in the half court.
Who you think match up?
I don't like Pacers in close games. I definitely think Milwaukee's their biggest threat. I think Milwaukee's they're playing better right now. And what I'm looking at Milwaukee with the changes they made, their second unit defense is actually better than their first unit. Their first unit has to catch up to that second unit. Because that Bobby Portis, Patrick Beverly, Connaughton, they come out here and they're like a line. That second unit, when you added Patrick Beverly, his unit is playing great defense. Like they're talking, they're you know what I'm saying? So you can't, second unit is important in the playoffs, right? Because a lot of times that serves to be the difference. So that's what I'm saying. That second unit in Milwaukee is playing better. Then you get to a fourth quarter tight game. You know, we want to see that Lillard, Giannis pick and roll evolve, right? That hasn't really taken off like everybody would expect. But let's see how that evolves in the playoffs.
They're going to be a problem.
Heat is always a problem.
They're going to be a problem. Let me see where they at. They on the roll right now, bro.
They always a problem. Well, the thing about the Heat.
Jimmy is real. Playoff Jimmy is a real
And so is playoff Adebayo. Bam is real.
Yeah.
You ain't got no matchup for him.
Man, that's why I said Knicks ain't getting out the first round.
You got shooting.
Knicks 4 seed, Miami 5 seed. It looked like that's about to flip. Knicks is going to end up a 6 seed, bro. They not getting out the first round.
The Knicks is messed up right now. They're missing 3 starters. So they limping. They had a good run, but they not unified at the most important time.
And then Embiid come back. Embiid ain't gonna come back, man.
He said he coming back.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna be the same. He big. You ain't gonna be the same when you dealing with a knee and you gaining weight. You can't condition right now. He ain't gonna be the same as he was. Is what I'm saying. They ain't gonna have enough time to get back into that rhythm. All right, who you got in the finals? Celtics versus who?
Come on, man. I got Denver, bro.
All right, Celtics, Denver. There you go. Celtics versus Denver.
Nuggets.
There you go.
I got then what's Nuggets versus Celtics? Who you going with?
Come on, man. Don't ask these questions.
Joker.
Don't ask these silly questions. Tricks are for kids. All right, there you have it. All right, y'all. Truth Serum of the day. It's 2008. We're going to rewind the clock. Big 3 era, and we got Celtics versus Lakers. Yeah, we're going to go there today. Game 1. You got the Mamba, the Truth, the Ticket, and Jesus Shuttlesworth. What more could you want? A match made in heaven, renewal of a rivalry that got me into the game of basketball, Lakers versus Celtics. As a kid, I was a Laker fan. Growing up watching them against the Celtics, and now to be a part of it, do you understand the magnitude of this and how hyped I am for this, to be a part of it? Game 1, right to it. We come out swinging. Mamba hitting shots, I'm hitting shots. We going back and forth, close game. We giving the people everything they want, big shots here and there. First half, close game. I'm having a decent game. The Mamba haven't went off yet. We like where we are right now. Crowd is into it. Few minutes into the third quarter. Second half, I'm guarding the Mamba now. So I let me see what this is all about on the big stage. I'm sliding with him. I'm getting through picks. He take me right. He going down middle. I'm sliding with him. I'm thinking about to go up and challenge him. There you go. There go Perk right there. I didn't have no lift. I kind of got up, came down. That's when I heard a pop in my knee. Now look, before this, I never had no major injuries, let alone a knee injury. So I don't know what's going on. I've only had a toe injury, a fracture in my foot. So when things happen in your knee, based on what I've seen over the years, first thing I'm thinking is ACL. When I feel soreness, I don't even know at that point, I don't even know where the ACL is, on the outside or the inside of the knee. First thing I think, knee, ACL. So I'm on the ground grabbing my knee. I mean, it's some pain on the inside of my knee. And I'm like, no, it's just going through my mind, man. It's just like, no, this can't be happening. Not now. I've never been injured my whole career. I get to the finals and I'm definitely shook. I'm like, I'm hoping it's not serious. I'm moving it. It's still moving, but it's painful. It's painful. You know, at that point, I see my teammates come over, doctors come over. No, look, I'm still moving the knee. If you look, I'm moving the knee back and forth, but it's still painful. So at that point, I know Tony Allen and Scal, the doctors was like, don't move. Don't put no pressure on it at this point. So Tony Allen, Scalabrini picked me up now. Now they're carrying me. And I'm just thinking in my head, I hope it's not that bad, man. I swear, I just pray, you know, I'm in the finals, first time in my career. It's the Lakers. All my family here, my friends is here. This is a nightmare. And we get back to the hallway. They're like, don't put no pressure on it, Pete. Don't put no pressure on it. And I'm like, well, I got to see how it is. So they pull out the wheelchair. No, I didn't ask for a wheelchair, nor did I ask to get picked up. I'm just know that I'm in a lot of pain. The inside of my knee is hurting. I jammed it on the defensive play, and now they're wheeling me back. I'm still moving the knee, trying to see how I feel. I never have no pain in my knee. So we get to the back. The doctor's like, all right, jump on the training table. Now I'm on the training table. He's like, move it back and forth, side to side. I'm feeling some discomfort in it. Then I stand up. I'm like, hold up. I stand up. I put pressure on the knee. I get on my tippy toes. I jog in place. It's still sore, but my adrenaline is flowing. I'm telling you, my adrenaline is flowing. Ain't no way I want to miss. If I wasn't limping, I was like, I can do it. So I said, hey, go get me a knee brace. I'm jumping up and down. I'm jumping. I'm doing some squats. I'm like, all right, I can deal with the pain. By the way, I have a high threshold for pain, by the way. I was stabbed 11 times and came back that same season and played all 82 games. So I have a high threshold for pain. So yes, it was painful and I was not faking an injury. So they get the knee brace. I'm like, all right, I'm cool. Let alone, only like a minute or two went off the clock in the game. So if I had to go to the bathroom or shit on myself, you think it would only take 2 minutes? Come on now, let's be for real. It take 2 minutes for me to change my shorts, my undershorts, wipe my ass, get a wet towel, dry off, shower, put some new stuff on, and go back out there. I literally came out in 2 minutes of game time. So I put the knee brace on. I'm like, all right, it's a little painful. So we just setting that record straight right there. And if I did poop my pants, why would I sit in a wheelchair? All you little new generation social media gurus who photoshopped the stain in my pants on Twitter, all you social media wannabes who try to spread wildfire, don't know what the hell you talking about. Because I know a lot of y'all just mad that I bust the Lakers' ass that year, pretty much. So I know that's where it come from. When I'm not your favorite player and you rooting for your favorite player and the villain wins, but that's all right. I'll continue to be the villain. That's how it is, period. So just to set the record straight, at the end of the series, I dealt with a meniscus strain that whole summer. It was sore. I couldn't even work out for the first 6 weeks, didn't get surgery, but no. Whoever started that rumor, I said in the NBA Finals coverage, I had to go to the bathroom. Come on, man, I'm joking with y'all. I'm joking. It's the finals. You think I don't want to be on the court? It's the finals. We trying to win a championship, and you think I got time to do some fake shit walking off the court? Come on, man. Come on, let's be real. So that's the story, and the rest is history. I put the knee brace on. We jog back out, the crowd going crazy. I stop at Doc, he like, are you all right? I'm like, yeah. I really don't want to sit down, so let me just check right back in the game because I feel like if I sit down, the knee can stiffen up. My adrenaline is still flowing. And I'm like, as you can see, I stopped for a split second, didn't even sit down, check right in the game. Adrenaline's flowing. I'm like, I need to get back out here. This is the finals. You never know. I might not make it back to the finals. Check back in the game, and I'm feeding off the crowd. The crowd is in it. I'm getting a standing O. Everybody, oh man, standing O in the Garden in the finals is unreal. I mean, I'm feeling it. And then first play, man, we get a stop. I'm running right wing. Rondo see me. He don't waste no time getting the ball to me. I'm dealing with a small injury, but he don't waste no time. Rondo, no. Adrenaline is flowing. He catch me on that right wing. Yeah. 3. We down 4, by the way. We can come back in. Boom, we down 1. Something like that around that. So now next possession, we get a stop. Right wing again, exact same shot. Rondo, he see his boy again. Right wing. Yeah, oh, now it's on. We finally take the lead. There's no looking back from there because we was down. The air was out the building when I got hurt. It was just like a breath of fresh air. I came back when I hit them 2 threes. When I tell you, that might have been the loudest I heard the Garden. Man, and the rest is history. We win Banner 17. Your boy brings home the finals MVP. That's my Truth Serum. All right, y'all. Welcome my guy, Matt Barnes in the house to the Truth Lounge. You can see my brother. You got a lot going on since we departed show. Yeah. Sports. Got all the Smoke Productions up and running, man. You doing your thing, man. How's that been going, man?
Everything is good, man. Like I said earlier, I miss Club Shiznit, so the Truth Lounge is now, where I landed. Yeah. But congratulations to you. Obviously your new show. We've been building, P. You know what I mean? Yeah. We've been in the gym every morning. Our old ass has been in the gym, but we've just been building All Smoke Productions. You know, we had a great slate, a great, you know, cast of talented people who've changed the game. Obviously, I thought you got a raw deal at ESPN. I was one of the first people to tell you that.
Right.
But still love what you're about, what you stand on, the shit you talk, you know, your accolades, and, you know, just want to build with like-minded people. So we got you, DeMarcus Cousins, Rajon Rondo, Rachel Nichols, working on a couple other people. But, you know, we just over here trying to build an ecosystem and, you know?
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Look, we showing y'all we can not only do it on the court, but off the court too. And
versatility.
We still in the game, baby.
Yeah, baby.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
And I love this. And hopefully doing this and carry over to the guys who retired. Like, dude, we ain't got to sit on our ass, man. There's a lot of money out here that can be made. You know, everybody doing their podcast, production company. Content is more important than ever before, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm loving seeing us, you know, do shit like
together.
this, man. You know what I'm saying? I love this shit.
Yeah.
But, man, I want to bring y'all, man, it's crazy. I got you and Jay here. Y'all both got kids in high school that are up and coming, man, playing real well, man. How is that, man? You know, just as a father, you know, out there showing your sons the game and seeing them just grow as men, get better. Like you gotta be a proud father. Who could it? Like that's. You know, no matter even how far they go or whatever they make it, just to have them out there and you seeing their development.
Yeah.
You know, how's that been, man? How's that
I mean,
been?
you got the older son, and your son is the killer. So yeah, let's talk about.
No, your son's is killers,
he's
man.
on
You
the
got
shirt
two
too.
of them.
Yeah.
You got two of them. You know, for me, it's different getting the chance to coach them. You know, I get a different perspective of coaching them, and just
Before you go further, how do you separate coaching them
and dad?
Like, you know, when is it? Like at home, because I know, you know, you my man, you be telling, I got Jay waking up, he doing burpees. Like, when are you dad?
That's dad.
That's still dad. That sound like coach though.
Well,
still.
the thing is this, like with my son, what I did from an early age, I never stressed basketball. I never made like, you got to play basketball. But what I did that was smart, that I don't mind sharing at this day, is that I instilled the work ethic in him. He developed his own love for basketball because I was doing the truth and he was in the gym.
Right.
So I wasn't working with him. People would tap me like, man, your son just made 15 shots in a row. He's 6 years old.
You wasn't even watching. He was just
the first time I saw people videotaping him, and I was like, what they doing? I was about to say, no filming.
Right.
Because I thought they was doing something. They was filming my son shooting by himself.
Right.
Like, look at your son. So he did that. But what I did do is I started him on burpees and all that stuff at like 5, 6 years old. Just work ethic stuff, running and taking him to run and stuff like that. So that's in him.
So you just thought you was working on his mentality, and then he got into
just for life,
sports,
just
and
to be able to walk around,
over.
nobody don't take your lunch money type of thing.
Yeah.
Like just be a strong young man, like, you know, in stature and mentality. That's all I really cared about.
How's that been for you, man?
First of all, I mean, I love watching what they've been doing. You know, his son is 1 year older than my son, so being able to kind of be one grade ahead and getting a chance to play against each other and see each other, I just love the growth in him, the game in him, his poise. You could tell that he works, and you could also tell he loves the game. You know, obviously that comes from Pop, so it's dope to see. You know what I mean? So for me, I got two, man. I'm lucky. I got two. And P, we've always been in similar to him. Like my twins caught my last, and like we're kind of can remember like my last 4 or 5 years. So they're in the locker room with Kobe. They're in the locker room with CP and Blake.
I seen that inspiration.
They're on the plane with Steph and KD in 17 when we win championships. They're trying to take Steph and KD's MVP trophy and championship trophy when they're 8 years old, and I got them rings. So luckily, they got a chance to just be around the game and feel the game and
That's how Steph
like,
made it.
right. You
Steph
know what I mean?
was around it.
And I was the same way as Jay. I didn't push him though. You know what I mean? Like I never wanted, because I coached, I saw, and I always knew like parents make it a job too early for kids. They want to vicariously live through their kids, and you can't tell any kid, and he'll tell you any kid in the AAU gym and their parents that they're not going to the league. Everyone thinks they're going to the league. So my whole thing is like they have to fall in love with it before I can really kind of get my hands on them.
Right.
And that took a little while because they're like kids when, you know, they're twins, so they're always wrestling and fucking around and playing on their iPads. And I'll say their 10th birthday, Cole, rest in peace to our dog, so he had a surprise workout for him. So for their 10th birthday, I took them out to Orange County and they worked out with Kobe. And the first thing,
sick.
when they came into the gym, what's up, hug, what's up, Uncle Kobe? So where you guys going to college? And simultaneously, we're going to UCLA. And me and Kobe talked the night before. And and Coach's like, no, you're not. And they're like, huh? What the fuck you talking about? He's just like, your dad said you like to play video games. Like, so you might go to school to be a student, but you're not going to play basketball. And that was at 10, and it kind of like, it was like an awe moment for him. So I'd probably say maybe like a year and a half, 2 years after that, I finally clicked in where they love the game. And my whole thing is I want to do step by step. Like, to me, I tell my kids, like, there's no point in being the best 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old in the country. Like, let's gradually build, gradually get better. But more than anything, let's build that mental mindset to be able to go through the wars.
You know what I see, though? You know what I see?
Y'all listening to this?
But you know what I see, though? With, like, a lot of the players, like, first of all, I just love his twins, and I love Eddie House's twins. Like,
Eddie House, I forgot.
Dude, these dudes play so hard. And what I'm saying is that, like, what he's saying, nobody's care. Even my son, I don't care about who he's better than, all that. It's good talk. It's good talk to have him and Elijah.
It don't mean shit, though.
It don't mean nothing. What you have to do is, all these kids now, there's no competitive nature with young kids no more. I think, like, all the players that are teaching their kids are seeing the competitive nature of the game, and they learn to play to win. The way the game is taught now is taught through drills, right? We learn the game through competing and winning.
Pick up.
Your first memory is you just win. That's all you want to do. You want to be on the winning team whether you got a shot or not. Now kids don't play basketball without a uniform on.
Right.
You know
Damn, that's deep right there.
Yeah, so now I'm looking at all these ballers, Elijah, I'm looking at Taja. Like, guys is competing because they got the lessons and they got the stories. When he's talking about Kobe sharing that real, you know, you getting more real. You coming around and you telling real, like, it's not fantasy island. It's not, I want to go to like, even me, right? I asked my whole team, what's your goals in basketball? Everybody said they want to make money in basketball, except my son. He said his goals was like, I want to work on my leadership and be the best leader and be able to help my team the best I can. So I'm like, well, that's not really a goal. He said, it's my goal. Like, I'm arguing like, that's not no goal.
He stood on it.
He said, it's my goal. So I'm looking like, but that's not coming straight from me though. Maybe it's from stories. It's coming from the element of what he's hearing, of the realness, and then not hearing all that. Oh, you going to the league? Are you better than him? Are we gonna be the number 1 8th grader? Are we gonna do? You're not hearing that. You're not hearing that.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the game has changed, P. You know, we all grew up playing pickup, whether it be at the park, at the gym.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever.
It's a different way now.
Now it's all skill work. So, and Adam Silver finally spoke on this at the last All-Star game, talking about these kids are more skilled than we've ever seen, skill-wise, but the IQ is low. Like, they don't play, like, all these kids train on these one-on-one shit, and if I don't have the ball, what do I do? How can I play off the ball? When I get to the next level, if there's 2 guys that are cool, like 2 or 3 guys that are good, like, when am I'm used to having the ball all the time. So my whole thing is just teaching, again, the mental side of the game. Even with some of our best players, like, bro, you're not always going to have the ball. So do you know how to get open off a screen and pop? Do you know how to read down screens? Do you know how to come off the screen and shoot? Do you know how to set back, like, to play the game, to think the game? So my whole thing when I coach is, because I'm so busy, I don't have time. I tell the parents, I don't have time to get your kids a skill set better. I have time to teach them the mental side of the game. Like, I put them in pro sets.
A lot of great players.
Yeah, I put them in pro sets and, like, make them think.
You got players come out your program, and listen, I'm not just saying Matt, give him full, but I saw the players before they was in Matt program, and I see the players and their impact, the players that came out of his program and their impact. And what I would ask you, because one thing that people are not touching on, right, when they talk about what they're working on, what they're learning, I was just on Twitter, right, and I was seeing somebody had posed a question. They said, what's the first thing you teach an athletic middle school player who's never played? And I'm just reading the comments, and I'm like, if you didn't say defense, you failed. Because defense is half the game. So you said he's athletic, you said he's in middle school, you're talking about teaching him handles. Well, he won't play for a year because he couldn't play with you. But tell me somebody couldn't get on the court with you and play defense, and you could hold him down as his skills develop. We're not teaching kids defense because they're not playing pickup, so you don't play to win.
Damn.
You don't play. You don't even learn the importance of defense. Right, defense is half of the game.
That translates to the next level.
But defense gives you a different mentality too. You know what I mean? P, I heard your guys' last conversation talking about the cross match shit. Like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna guard you regardless. So you better guard me. Like, it's different now, and I feel like, again, well-rounded players. I always send my kids, we're still in a group text, even though we don't have all, like, I'm not getting all my kids back for this year for AAU, but we're still in the text, and, being well-rounded, be able to think the game. You got to play defense. You got to, if the best thing you're doing isn't working, what can you do next? I'm always trying to teach my kids to think ahead, like, see the game, don't just play the game. So it's really worked because, again, I think they lose that because they don't have the nonstop pickup action that we had every single day and all day, all weekend, at the park. So we just try to, try to that mental approach and understanding the ups and downs, because there's so much instant gratification now on social media. Like Jay said earlier, you seeing all your names with the accolades on social media, but that shit, I mean, it's cool because you always want to teach with positive reinforcement, but it don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like, every basketball is so big now. You got a better chance of being struck by lightning than making the league. You know what I mean? So what's going to set you apart? Because everyone is skilled now. It's got to be here.
Man, so I'm just sitting here listening, and both y'all pretty much was like, man, y'all working on y'all mental. You know what I would implement? You know what I would implement into a young kid's training? I will implement the game of chess.
Thinking.
So think about this. Y'all talk about the mental part. When I played chess when I was a kid. I started playing again back in 2007. Just boom, just playing. And I noticed it translated on the court, because what chess do is you look at that board, and when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking 3-4 moves ahead. I'm like, all right, if I do this, he's gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. And that's how you get to checkmate. And so when I got back into it, and then I started noticing myself do that on the court. It translated. I was like, all right, I see what he's gonna do. So now when he do this, I'm gonna do this. It set up like so much shit in basketball, and you feel it. I felt it on the court. Like,
Patience
damn,
and thinking too.
it teaches you so much, like mentally, patience, next move, next play, move on. All right, sacrifice. All right, I'm gonna give up this bucket, but I ain't gonna pick up my 5th foul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You start thinking
Think
different.
the game. That's why I say
you start thinking different.
You don't play basketball.
Because you automatically pick
think,
up that foul on a breakaway. But you ain't thinking you got 4 fouls. And it's the 3rd quarter. You know what I'm saying? So I will implement some chess. But, man, a shout out to you and y'all kids. And, just continue to help them grow, man. I've watched all of your son grow. I've watched your kids grow in the AAU system, man. And I love seeing that. But let's touch on some NBA. Matt, you played. We just got through watching Golden State and the Knicks, and Golden State is rolling right now. You play for both franchises. What's your thought in the direction of both teams right now? Like, what's your thought on Golden State and New York?
Golden State is older. Clay, I'm happy for Clay that Clay's kind of mentally figured out that he could still be an asset from the bench. I think he's 20 points a game now coming off the bench. Steph is incredible. Draymond showed his importance. I think his suspension showed not only that team, but the league, how important he is to that team, because that was 9 out of 10 games they've won now.
Yeah, they won out of the 10.
They're rolling, so his presence is at the utmost important. I mean, obviously that's, Steph and Clay have driven that team, but I feel like they don't win anything without Draymond there. So he's really the glue to that team, and I've been able to see the inner workings of that. So I say all that to say, and what I say, we're watching a game, I feel like they could play spoiler this year. They have the experience, they have the young. I love the emergence of Kuminga and the little lefty from Santa Clara. I really like what they're doing. I don't know if they have enough to win it, but I can see them going to the Western Finals.
Damn.
If they get hot.
If they get hot.
It's all about matchups, obviously, and there's some heavy hitters. I mean, my team. I feel like the Clippers are going to win it this year. I feel
think the Clippers going to win it?
I think the Clippers are going to win it. If they're healthy, I feel like it's the Clippers championship.
Ooh.
Knicks on the flip side. I mean, I heard what you said about you don't feel like they'll make it out.
I don't think Knicks getting out the first round.
I think it's going to be big with matchups with them. And obviously getting their hurt players back.
They slipping right now though, dog.
But we're talking. I mean, if they slide down to 6, that's a potential. Slide down to 6. You see Milwaukee or Philly in the first round, or some shit like that. So I think obviously it's matchups for the Knicks, but I don't see why I feel like they're maybe a piece away or some more chemistry away from winning it. But again, I can see them getting hot too, because they have the talent, they have the coach, they have the depth. If everyone's healthy, I can see them making the Eastern Finals. But I don't see them coming out of the East.
My thoughts on Golden State, I think they could be spoilers. I really like how they look now, and then they they bench got deeper.
Yeah.
Like, because of the development of Kuminga. Now, as he come in, now he's replaced Clay and giving you like 16, 18. Now, Clay coming off the bench. Now, he got his confidence back and look like Chris Paul back. So, I think they definitely can play spoiler. I will not bet against them or the Lakers if they have to play OKC or Minnesota.
Yeah, so I'm saying you got to think the top of the West is young.
Yeah.
The top of the West, and
But you got to have a breakthrough.
There's no question. And
Like
the
Golden
only
State
way
was
you
young,
do it,
too.
yeah, you're right. The only way you do it
I
is
think
going
Minnesota's
to do
ready
it.
for that. That's my team. I think Minnesota is
So
the
you think
team.
they're more ready than OKC?
Yes, because they dealt with heartache, and they got like more of a veteran presence when you talk about Conley.
They do.
Yeah.
And Gobert.
Gobert.
Right?
Yeah.
Towns,
I mean,
too.
Cat,
Damn,
I was gonna say,
Towns
Cat
been in the
for a
league
minute.
forever.
Anthony Edwards feels like he's the best player in the
they
world.
at least got to win a series at some point, right? Like they haven't won a
Oh
series.
yeah, no,
yet.
they definitely got to win a series.
Right,
They
but it's
cool.
tough if they get Golden
Right.
State or
You're
Lakers
right. You're
in
right.
that first round.
And OKC is so young, I don't think they know better, P. You know how that goes. Sometimes you just so young, you don't give a fuck.
You don't
Like,
give a
you're not
damn.
supposed to, like,
You don't give a
who?
damn.
You don't give a fuck of who that is. Like,
Right.
we're just going out there and hooping. You know what I mean? So they're,
Right.
to me, that's what scares me.
They
But at
could
the
be
same
like a little
time,
young Mike Tyson.
right, right.
I like OKC. I just don't like them in a matchup if they get the Lakers first round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're right. And
Because I don't think they're going to be confident with LeBron coming in.
It's
They
either
build it.
maybe these teams are too young, or maybe these old teams, it's over for them. Or maybe these young teams are ready. That's what I meant. The young teams
Yeah.
may be ready, and it's time for the new
What about
kids
the
on the
coaching
block.
of these teams, though? How much
All
is
right,
that going
that's
to
a
factor
factor.
into a playoff series when you got to go against a Steph and you got to
mean-
slow that stuff down?
Kerr got the advantage in that aspect. Not so much on the Lakers aspect, but LeBron is damn near the coach. I mean, Darvin Ham been coaching for a lot of years, and shout out to Dar. He got him to the Western Conference Finals last year, and he's a bright young mind. But when you're dealing with them experienced coaches, that's a factor, because I saw that with Spoelstra last year.
And you saw with the Boston's coach last year got outcoached in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
So
I saw Spoelstra
Yeah.
just totally, he outcoached everybody, but to me, Spoelstra is the best coach in the league.
I'm not mad at that.
All right, man. So look, I was talking about the top number one picks in the last, I said 10 years, but let's do 12 years. Since 2011 to 2023, who's the best number one pick overall? You got Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Bennett, Wiggins, Towns, Simmons, Fultz, Ayton, Zion, Anthony Edwards, Cade, Pablo, Victor Wembanyama. Who y'all got? The best number one pick
Who's
out of all
going to
of
be the best one, or who's been the best one so far?
Who you taking
Number one?
number one? Who you taking number one out of all them?
I'm
It's
taking.
Paolo. It's Paolo.
You taking Paolo.
No, I said it's Paolo.
You call him Pablo
Pablo.
Escobar. You call him Escobar.
You know what? My bad, Paolo. You earned your name.
For sure.
You made the All-Star game. You Paolo.
Yes.
Last year you was Pablo.
Okay.
But you one of the top dogs.
Respect.
Respect.
I would take out of all those people.
Who would you take?
I mean, AD, Kyrie, killers. I'm taking Victor.
Ooh. You taking who you taking? Out of all them number one picks.
I'm taking Victor as well.
That's
taking Victor
crazy.
as well. I mean, out of all these picks, I'll rank them. I'll go Victor, AD, Edwards, or Kyrie.
That's solid. I'm going Victor too, and I'll tell you why. We've never seen nothing like this, first of all. I mean, he's setting records every year.
Every game.
I mean, not every year, but every day with his blocks, with his scoring and rebounding. I mean, in my eyes, I think he's Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, as a rookie, I don't know if we ever seen that.
His numbers
I mean,
are crazy.
I know they're not a great defensive team, but that's not on him. But you cannot score with him in the paint. He's leading the league in blocks.
Can you be Defensive Player of the Year from the last place team in the league?
No, I mean,
That's new.
It's a good, it's a good question.
we're one of the worst
That's
defensive
different.
teams.
That's different.
Damn, you got to be on one of the best defensive teams to get it.
You got to at least be in the top percent because maybe you lifted your team. You know, if you're not in the top
Damn, you
five,
taking
but
him over a Paolo? Paolo got a case, and Anthony Edwards got a case.
I mean, AD and Kyrie both got cases too, but I just feel like I think, we've been blessed to be able to see them play. And
Yeah.
obviously, Kyrie's been great, AD's been great. Wiggins has found his, Bennett didn't happen. Wiggins has found his role. He wasn't a number one. He found his role as a 2, 3, or 4, fourth option, winning championships and being a vital part. I mean, Cat, I think he's realized he was the face of that franchise for a while. Damn. And now old boy is Anthony Edwards.
Wow, they got 2. Who? That's interesting.
Who?
Minnesota.
Yeah. And I think too, for a minute it took. Remember it was hard for Cat to kind of hand the reins over to Anthony Edwards. Remember he was sneak dissing him and kind of talking about the way he ate in the media and all that kind of weird shit. So I think they realize now that Ant is the face of the league. You know what I mean? And Cat is a great number 2. So I mean, there's a lot of talent on there. Zion, we still yet to really get the best of Zion. I feel like.
Who you taking, Anthony Bennett or Markelle Fultz?
Fultz.
He playing.
Fultz, yeah. Fultz can play. Fultz can go.
I'll probably take Bennett.
Damn.
You think?
Get rid of him quicker.
All right, here we go. Here go one.
Get rid of him cool.
Who you taking? Zion?
You still got Fultz on the payroll.
No, look, Zion
That's a
or Anthony Edwards.
I'm taking Ant. I think a better comparison would be, would you take Zion or Paolo? I think they're closer in the same in the same ballpark.
But I think Paolo, from right now, what the information we have, I think everybody is like still trying to see what level is Zion going to get to, right? He played so well for a stretch. When I look at Paolo, I'm looking at him. Zion's not an all-star this year in the West, obviously.
Yeah.
Paolo's team is in the playoff talks, and we don't,
he
his
made the
team.
all-star game.
Yeah, he's lifted his team already. As a young player, that team was dormant, right? Mm-hmm. So this is the kind of jump we want to see from Wemby in a year or 2.
Yeah.
Pelicans are the 6th seed, though. Just throwing that out there.
The 6th seed, though.
Yeah, but they got multiple.
I think Zion still has to find what's his real playing weight. P, and then you also know it takes 3 or 4 years to really figure out the NBA game. And you can play and be talented, but when the game starts slowing down a little bit, you've got some years under your belt. So
and the
I'm
thing
really
is,
still.
he ain't even gotten to his grown man weight.
Yeah, so I'm saying he's still out there.
That's another extra 10 pounds.
But he's still out there playing just off athleticism and skill. Yeah. It's not necessarily like the game.
Well, I hope all these guys are successful. Zion, these are some great names. I just want to throw a comparison out there, man, because it's been some great number 1 picks over the years.
Back in the day, KG's being the only exception, is that you didn't have guys coming out that wasn't ready to play.
Yeah.
Like now we look at the draft, it's usually been
potential,
and those number 1 or 2 picks have been like clear. When you get down to 5, it's kind of like a guess.
Gamble. Yeah, it's a gamble.
It is.
Because these guys, they coming in with all potential, like Matt talked about. And stuff.
Well, I feel like the league has shifted, P. When we came to the league, there was 37, 38, 39-year-old vets, whether they played or not, they were instrumental in the locker room and transitioning and helping younger players, putting their arm around them and helping for the pitfalls. Now vets are in their late 20s.
You had at least one dude on the team with no hair in the middle and his hair on the side, looking like George Jefferson.
Just something.
You had at least one of them on every team.
Go help you buy your suits, the pitfalls with the women,
they don't do that
spending
no more,
your money. The way to talk to the coach, your body language, like they gave you that game, and now it's the young leading the young. You know what I mean?
That's a conversation we got to have, man. But because the OGs, I feel like, of the league today, they ain't got a connection with the young dudes.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I think the league needs to bring a program to where you get some of the retired players who play for that franchise to come in and do like a big brother system to where you can go to dinner with you when you're ready and just talk to you about what's going to happen.
Yeah, I like that.
No, seriously,
like
because we done been through everything, bro.
Yeah,
because we can talk to you not only about
everything
on the court.
Yeah.
Like, we could talk to you about off the court girls, scammers, gangsters, family.
Baby mamas,
failed marriages. Like, everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they need this program, bro.
I agree.
I swear.
But that's what vets used to be. You didn't used to have a program. You would have 1 or 2 vets that would, hold that down on the team. And I feel like this younger generation really needs that. Like, really needs that.
Yeah, but man, we that's another day. That's another conversation, man. I thank y'all for coming in, joining me at the Truth Lounge, man. Yeah. Shout out to All the Smoke Productions. You can catch this episode, the DraftKings Network, YouTube. Make sure y'all tune in, man. We out.